Time to put some videos together. See what we're gonna do a ball review on today. Hey, got an idea. I see you. Look at that.
So big, you can't even see my face. Ballin' on the court, make them chase. Buzzy beat a shot clock, first place.
Okay, Mr. Boom channel fans or Team Boom members, we're back today to talk about the Brunswick Hypnotize. Follow up from the Mesmerize. Hopefully it's gonna be supersized and all that good stuff. So anyway, yep, Brunswick's follow-up. It's a hybrid version. I believe the finish on it's 2000. I believe that's the same as the Mesmerize. I'm gonna look all that up and I'm gonna put the specs right here. Same core as the Mesmerize, but a hybrid cover. Same finish as the Mesmerize, but hybrid cover. I did get a chance to throw this a couple of games in league before this video. It already shined up a little bit, which I don't mind. It's actually not a problem. When I first started using it in league, the lanes were playing really slick, just like they are here today. But you'll see in the video, hopefully we'll get the lanes to start opening up a little bit. But anyway, yeah, we'll talk about the specs. Like I said, I'll have them on the screen. And it's got like 2.50 RG, if I remember right. But if I'm wrong, you guys will be able to point that out because it'll be on the screen. So anyway, I'm liking this ball a lot. It does remind me a lot of the Mesmerize. A little bit different, pretty close. Also, if you haven't liked and subscribed, please do that. It really helps out. Okay, so we'll get some shots in. I'm really not too warmed up. I threw a few shots before now, so don't make fun of me too bad. But we'll get it going now. Right now, fresh house shot here at Vero Bowl in Vero Beach, Florida. Oh, I missed right. There is friction outside, so I can see the ball react outside. That's fine. I did miss right on my target, though. Also, if you guys have not checked out our Super Bowl prediction, this is the day before the Super Bowl. You guys can check out our Super Bowl prediction, see how the game goes, make a bet. I know I did. All right. Let's see. Oh, what I do with my thing. Here we go. Hold on. I gotta get my chamois. My DV8 chamois. All right. Check out that Super Bowl video. Place your wagers. Maybe you'll make lots of money and give me all the credit and maybe give me all the money you make. That'd be awesome. Maybe, I don't know. Yep, there you go. Still kind of figuring out what the lanes are doing this morning, but gotta get used to this. So I'm gonna get a chance to throw the Mesmerize I haven't thrown the Mesmerize in a while, which is crazy because I really like the Mesmerize. The Mesmerize is one of my favorite solid ASIMs that have come out recently. The Effect Tour is just a totally different kind of ball. I really like that ball. But for balls that aren't like the Effect Tour, and I'll go into further detail of that as I go here. But as far as solid ASIMs that aren't like the Effect Tour, the Mesmerize was really good. It's really versatile. Oh, that's bad. Off balance. What you gonna do? Stone 7. That's what I get. So what I noticed about this ball, when I said it reminds me of the Mesmerize, the part that I noticed is the Mesmerize was, when I said versatile, a lot of solid ASIMs you couldn't get in real far and still get the ball to go through the pins. Whereas the Mesmerize, you could get in pretty far and the ball would still go through the pins. This ball gives me a similar shape with just a little more dramatic action off of the break point, which is nice because that versatility that you had with the Mesmerize just gets even a little bit more by having this ball to go to when that ball really does reach its limit of moving left, you know. All right, I'll try to throw a good one here eventually. That's probably pretty good. Nope. Every time I say it's pretty good, I usually leave a flat 10. Go ahead and read into that whatever you want, but maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. You guys be the judge of that. So I do believe this ball's going to be good for a lot of people. Probably even more so than the Mesmerize. I think you're going to be able to get more use out of it than the Mesmerize, especially if you're bowling on house patterns all the time and not sport patterns. You're going to get more use out of it because it is going to give you that more versatility for more types of bowlers, versus the Mesmerize might be a little too strong for some people depending on the center or depending on your style of bowling. This ball, it's going to be strong. It's going to hook. But I believe it's got enough versatility to get in deep and keep using it. Now, eventually you'll have to get out of it and maybe go to something like the Vaporize, but this is going to be a really good option for most people. That's a little better. So as you see the movement there, it starts to read the mid lane. Some of these terms get old hearing, right? It's the same old, same old. I'm gonna try to give you the best description I can. It starts to read the mid lane, makes its move, and then just continues. So when you hear bowlers say it's very continuous, a lot of times the ball, if it's not continuous, you'll see it maybe read the mid lane or not, whatever, but maybe read the mid lane, make its move, and then you can almost see it stopping before it hits the pins, where you think you're gonna strike, but it just doesn't quite make it up there. Whereas this ball makes that last little bit of move and goes through the pins even better. That's the continuation that we all talk about. Now, as far as the layout goes on this ball, I went with something pretty standard for me on ASIMs. And I know I've said this many times, but once again, it's because I want to be able to use it on a lot of different conditions. I went with 50 by 5 by 35. Pretty close to a standard layout for me for my ASIMs. Also, I want to talk just a little bit about the colors. This thing is beautiful. If you say you don't care how the bowling ball looks, well, you're in the minority. Most people do. I care what it looks like. I care more that it strikes, but I do care what it looks like. Okay, wrap 10. So the way this lane plays, I've been doing reviews on lane 32 several times in a row now. And even though I have a pro shop here and bowl over here, I usually don't bowl on lane 32 very often, unless for recently I've been doing the ball reviews here. Starting to get to know this lane pretty good. This lane, this house in general, has its moments where it's not playing slick, but most time plays slicker than most people's house shots. But the funny thing about this lane is, I gotta reset. When you first start bowling on it, it's gonna play really long, have friction to the outside. So you move over there and then you play. And then at some point when you burn that up, and it burns up pretty quick in that spot, you have to like leapfrog that zone and then get on the other side. At least that's what I'm predicting. That's what it seems like it's been happening several weeks here, but I'm thinking that's gonna happen pretty soon. Little mixture, I got that up in the puddle a little bit. So during league the other night, threw 2 games with it, threw the ball terrible. So I'm not gonna tell you my scores, they just weren't great. Definitely could have been better. But I can tell you throughout 2 games, I think I had 1 shot that I liked off my hand that it didn't strike, and I wrapped a 10. Other than that, if I liked it off my hand, it was money. All right, I'm gonna try to switch over to the Mesmerize now that I have a general understanding where the lane is playing for the moment. I have not compared these two yet, so I don't know what to expect. I can only guess that it's gonna be really close. The shape coming off of the break point is gonna change just a little bit. Other than that, I think it's gonna be almost identical. Let's see if I'm wrong or right. Pretty good shot. Okay, so seen also, it seemed to read the lane a little earlier, which is not surprising. The comparison with the hybrid versus the solid. So the ball just read the lane a little bit earlier I may be able to try to break them down a little bit in slow motion for you to show you the difference. I've seen it. Hopefully you guys can see it in the video as well. I'm gonna throw another one right there. So like on fresh, if I wanted to really maximize my striking capability here, you know, not to sound too corny, but I would probably start off with the Mesmerize in this house. A lot of houses, you could start off with the Hypnotize. This house, to get an ideal shot, probably start off with the Mesmerize. And then as soon as that starts reading a little too early, switch over to the Hypnotize. I wasn't far off though. I'm gonna try that again. Oh God, I got way around it. What's that gonna do? I'm not gonna edit that and cut it out, even though I really want to. That was horrible. Redo. I want a mulligan. Get that reset. That was horrible. That's all right. Try to actually throw a good shot here. I really do think it's pretty close. All right. There you go. Yeah, it's just reading the lane just a touch earlier. I wasn't sure. Like I said, I drilled the Hypnotize, threw it Wednesday night, 2 games. Had not thrown the Mesmerize since then until just now. I still believe the shape is really similar, but even more now, I believe this ball would be, the Hypnotize would be a really good ball to complement the Mesmerize. I'm sure that's what they were hoping for, and sometimes they say it and maybe not true, but in this case, that's what I'm seeing right now. We'll throw one more shot with the Mesmerize. I think I got it in just a touch. Yeah, you can't get it in here. That's a puddle in there. That's okay. I think I got to see out of it what I wanted to. Hopefully you guys did too. I'm gonna go back to the Hypnotize now and see if I can't move around a little bit and see what it'll do. I will tell you, like I said, this house is not your typical house shot. If I move in, I don't know what it'll do. Even if I change my release and change my speed, we're gonna see, but I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna move 5 left. 5 left with my feet, 5 left with my target. Soften up. And yeah, it's just hard to get the ball to move. There's so much oil in the middle here. Until you get them broke down, and usually it takes, a lot of times you need help to break them down, but that's just not gonna play in here right now. I guarantee you, if I was at a place with more friction, I could get that to work, but it's not gonna happen today. But let's go back to where I was before. That's in a hair again. That one made the turn and got the 10 out. That's another thing I noticed about it too. It is forgiving, not just the normal reactive resin forgiving, like you can miss your target and still get to the pocket, but it is really forgiving on snapping that 10 out. Now, nothing's magic. You're still gonna have 10 pins and things like that from bad shots or good shots for that matter, but a couple more shots and then we're gonna go to my clutch shot at the end. All right, just stay right there. Oh God, I pulled that so bad. There's that big puddle in the middle. See, I pulled it enough. You just pull it a little bit and it slides leaves the 2-pin. I pulled it a ton, dead flush. All right. I don't know what else I can really say about the Mesmerize, or the Hypnotize, other than right now, so far from what I'm seeing from it, it's one of my favorite hybrids that they've recently released. I really like that what is it, the Pure Envy. I really like that ball, but this one, I think it's gonna be really something I get a lot of use out of. Really excited about it. Like I said, don't forget to go check out my Super Bowl video prediction before tomorrow. Bet some money, make a lot of money. Also, make sure you're liking and subscribing. If I get this clutch shot, you have to subscribe if you're not. If you're already subscribed, I don't know, give me a round of applause, I guess. But, all right, so same old. Gotta get 10 to win. 9's a tie. 8's stupid loser. That should be good. I said should be good. It touched just a little too much of that oil and gave me a little mixer. But I still got the strike, so if you're not subscribed, now you got to. All right, that's all I got for this ball. Boom out.